How you doing? David Taub here, co-creator of nextlevelguitar.com. Hope all is going well, and I hope your guitar journeys are going famously. And today I have a lesson for you on creating solos. And I think this might inspire you and maybe help you in your guitar journey and creating solos. If you could pick a few things off of this and, make it your own. And hey, if you got a second, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel, that really helps us to keep the content coming. Put a comment in the comment box below. Let us know what type of lessons you'd like to see in the future, what kind of gear you'd like reviewed, and what you'd like to learn. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Click the like button. That really helps us, and we so appreciate it. The chords that you're playing over are so important. That's really what's going to give you the roadmap to what you can use solo and improvisation wise. The key is only a piece of it, so you have to look at the chords. The rhythm track is in the key of D minor, and it's basically that. Basically it's going from that D minor to the G minor. And the chords are moving a little quick, so there's not tons of time on each chord, but enough to where I wanted to kind of target certain notes in those changes to really make a strong solo statement. I decided to use more diatonic scales, 7-note scales, than just minor pentatonic, which are 5-note scales. So I decided to use the natural minor scale, D natural minor. Let me show you a couple shapes for that scale that I was using. So off the 10th fret, low E string D, there's a great shape for natural minor or Aeolian mode. And then also off the 5th fret A string root, D. Here's what the lick I was playing. Okay, so basically what I was doing, I was taking the B string and I was bending up a whole step to the D note, the C to the D. Bend up, let down, vibrato, but bending to that root note, that's a winner. Anytime you could bend to the root of the key, D minor, D note here. A lot of vibrato. And I did this legato lick, all on the B string. Right? That's one pick. And then I ended it with a half-step bend. Again, that's why I chose that natural minor scale. I wanted to put a lot of these half-step bends in there for melodicism. Right? With vibrato. And then the next lick. So I kind of did the same thing, but on the G string. So I kind of repeated the first one. Then I go to the G string. Now I'm on this half step between that E and F note. First time I was on that between that A and B flat. Right, with a lot of vibrato and holding that bend. So they'll both together sound like this. I'm bending whole step, bending half steps, getting these nuances in there. I'm playing some fast legato, right, in this D Aeolian mode, D natural minor. And hey, if you want to see these scales diagrammed out over the entire neck, I got a great resource for you. I could really help you with that. Click on that link in the YouTube description box and I'll send you a free video lesson and a free ebook where I diagram out like 29 scales. I teach all about modal playing. It'll tie in with this lesson really nicely. I talk about application, how to understand and apply the modes, all kinds of stuff on pentatonic scales, major and minor soloing. it's just packed soloing strategies. So, and it's all for free too. Free video lesson, free ebook. Just click on that link. The next lick I played was I played a little arpeggio sweep, but I wanted to end on that D note because the D chord is ending, and I really want to emphasize that. You really want to emphasize the root of the mode, in this instance D. So now let's take it from this D minor chord, D minor triad, which is D, F, and A, or D minor chord. So there's a little D minor arpeggio there, right? So I swept that one pick down. Then I wanted to catch the high D. So it's quite a bit of a stretch. You got to stretch the D note, high D note, on that 10th fret of the high E. So you got to get a 5 fret stretch there if you could. And then I pulled off back to the 5th fret, so slow. Ended on that D. Quicker. So, and I slid into the... That's another technique I use a lot where I'll know the target notes I want. In this instance, I want to play this D and this C, which is part of that D natural minor scale I showed you earlier, right? So I come out of my first licks and then just slide into those notes, and it kind of sounds cool and kind of looks cool. I'm moving around the neck, getting different sounds, right? Lots of vibrato, this slide principle, where I'm not just playing notes, but I'm throwing in other things to create interest. Then the next thing I played a G minor 7th arpeggio. It's just a minor 7th, which is a root, flat 3rd, 5th, and flat 7th, right? Like a minor 7th chord. I'm playing, that's all an arpeggio is the notes of a chord played separately. And I started it on the F, and just repeat it. It's a cool device. I love that arpeggio. It's 2 notes per string. And notice when I land it, okay, when I get up high, I play this. That's a little G minor triad. And I just pull off. A little bit about my process, how I think about the chords I'm playing over, the notes that make up those chords, and how I want to maybe outline those notes, landing on the root or the flat 3rd or the 5th or the flat 7th of a certain chord to really, give your solo a punctuation mark. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. I hope it helps you along in your guitar journey. Have fun with it. Remember, if you get a chance, please subscribe to the channel and get that ebook and free video lesson. Just click on that link below. Stay tuned for more videos, more content. Got lots more stuff coming. And remember, your guitar playing is an evolution. Rock on.